All right, good evening, guys. Good evening to everybody. It's 1800 hours at the moment, 2 minutes after 6 to be specific. It's Ashley Reeve here, and if you're joining for the very first time, a warm welcome to you. Really, it's good to be with you. All right, before we get going, let's quickly get this out of the way, guys. We do discuss a lot of trading zones, there's a lot of price levels, a lot of views, opinions, but please do not construe this as advice in any way. All right. Let's get going, guys. We have a couple of assets or instruments to look at here tonight. Jules, I see you. Good evening to you. Brett, I see you there. I see Transfer. I see AV Trader right there. A warm welcome to you here, guys. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Let's see what's happening. Shira, I see you there as well. And I see Lynette there as well. Good evening to you guys. I'm trying to see who else is joining us here. Dr. Ahmad, I see you there. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And Tanya's there as well. Okay. So we are moving. Let's move. Let's get pushing here. Sia is there as well. We got a few instruments to check, guys. We have a few instruments to check here. All right, we got a few to check. All right. Okay, guys, let's go. So let's start off with the oil price, guys. So the oil price, we can see, has now pushed to the previous support area where it all came up, created a higher low. We can see it went just beneath the 61, rejected at that support, the same support, and we're seeing it move up a little bit now. Okay, we see it moving up a little bit now. All right. Now, once again, like I said to you guys, I'm not trading the oil price. I'm using it as a metric to look at all the other instruments around. So with the oil price coming down here today, we saw the gold price push to the upside. Okay, we saw the gold price push to the upside, and you can see it's actually gone above the area there that I had previously mentioned, and it's almost as if it's touching my zone that I would like to actually trade it at $4,279 per ounce. But like I said to you guys, every time you see such an impulse, at some point there is a pullback that should be coming. And that pullback can be measured. That pullback, or at least the setup and the correction of that, can be measured for you to get a possible sell before price starts resuming again. Now, the reason why this is such an important moment is because what gold has done now, it has actually gone past this high here, which is drawing closer, or is drawing me closer to my buy that I would like to swing all the way from this area to that area. So I have to now, all right, Brett, I have to be patient in waiting for this correction so that I can get my buy over here. All right, now I can buy now, but the thing is, guys, at the end of the day, even if you're buying a 0.01 or 0.10, it doesn't really matter. Whatever your leverage is, whatever your contract size is, if gold decides and I buy and gold moves against me like this, guys, depending on how much money you have in your account, you can blow your account. Okay? So that's the first thing here. All right? If you are buying and you say, I'm just going to hold the gold, it's not like FX. FX is different when you look at the Euro USD or you look at GBP USD. All right? Gold, oil, the indices there, it's different, guys. Okay, if you buy now and your account is not that big at this point and there's no stop loss, and you say, I'm just going to swing it, this can actually blow your account. So what that means is that you need to become more skillful now. That skill needs you to have the ability to possibly see how far down price could go into the pullback, maybe even trade it. All right, so you can accumulate more equity. Remember, the more your equity goes up, the more free margin you get. And if you have free margin, you're able to place more trades. Now, that in itself sounds great. It sounds good, but it's obviously one-sided. because that's the positive side of having free margin. The other side of free margin is that you do not want to overtrade. All right, you don't want to find yourself in that position where you're overexposing yourself or overtrading in the market. And I think that's a very important point. So you now need to then, if you are not as skilled, then thirdly, the only other thing you can do is just apply some patience. All right, which I know can be a bit of a challenge at times because obviously you want to get into the market. That's the third thing, patience if you're trading gold. The other thing that you can possibly do is trade other instruments whilst you wait for this to actually move and push in the way that you would like it to. All right. Some instruments there is going to be a bit cheaper. The volatility is not going to be that explosive, and you'll be able to actually trade a much better move. But apart from waiting for this one to actually materialize. So right now, what I'm doing is I am trading the short here, but I'm waiting for it to give me a much better place to get in. Now, there's nothing I can do about this. The price is pushing down. I can obviously, if I'm really would want to, I can trade this impulse over here and I can sell like I could have done there. But as you guys can see, all right, Brett, Merrill, Dr. Ahmad, at this point in time, guys, you get to a place where you pick your battles, okay? At this point in time, the gold is doing the same thing it's been doing, all right? It pushes up, great impulse, comes down, pulls up, nice pullback, and then it does it again. Now, that behavior can happen up until it pushes above the 4279. This move is busy happening as we speak. Irrespective of what the short-term move looks like, the bigger move is happening. Now, I can choose. Do I consistently want to get into the smaller moves? Do I consistently want to get out every time? Example, after the 5-minute close, I got out. All right? I started a brand new setup and I was waiting for 4172, but it expanded. So I have a choice now. Is everybody tracking with me? I have a choice. Am I going to continue moving my analysis up every time? Then I get in and then price extends because the bigger move is progressing. So I can do what I want to, guys. I can place setups here to short, to short, to short, to short. But if it keeps extending in there, my short means nothing. Please, guys, that's a very important point. Why is Ash saying that? It's so that you don't trap yourself. Don't trap yourself in something that you don't need to. That's why patience needs to be exercised. Now, look at this now. Now, here's something different. Watch. Look at the S&P 500 now. I got in here. Remember, I said to you guys, I'm getting into 7769. I got in just below that. I'm currently in profits here. I'm currently in profits. Now, I waited for that because I said to you, I'm not trading the entire move. What did I say? I'm trading about 38.2% of it, from there to there. I said I'm only going to trade about 30, or at least to the fib, the 38.2. Who remembers that, guys? Because I can understand that if you look at this a much higher time frame, there is a lot of buyers in here, guys. There is still a lot of buyers. All right. For us to really see a big move, and this is now the much larger time frames, I want you to think about this for a second. If I'm going to be trading what is this? S&P 500. If I'm going to be trading S&P 500, guys, this area here is more likely to hit than if I want to trade it down to the 61. From where it is now, down to that area is more likely to hit. Look at the reality of my price, 7,000, 6,000, 7769, 6651. This is a greater reality than it is to trade here. So you don't want to create unrealistic expectations in the market. Are we together? Are we together? So if I can see that this is the 38-point area here, I'm going to apply the same logic then over here. All right? With that impulse. I'm not trying to trade too much. In fact, guys, When it reaches my 7716, I can get out and then I can go and sleep peacefully. Is everybody clear here, guys? I think that's a very important point, that I can go and sleep peacefully tonight, put my head on my pillow and be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to wait then for tomorrow, the next day. Does it make sense, everybody? The aim is not to put yourself under stress. All right? The market can already put you under stress. And if you add to that, how are you relieving yourself? You're not doing that. You're not helping yourself in any way. So right now, I'm in a short. Just as I said to you guys, I needed to wait though. All right? You guys were with me right here in the trading room. Did I not say to you that I need to wait? Price extended. This was the first area, right? Price extended up. What could Ash do in that moment? Nothing. There's nothing I could do. I had to wait for it. In fact, I can get out right now. Is everybody clear? I can get out. I can get out right now and I can go and sleep well because this trade is successful. But I needed to wait for it, guys. I needed to wait for it, okay? NAS 100, 29,000. Now, I didn't get into NAS. I told you guys earlier on, I'm sitting a bit on the side with NAS. I think it's too volatile at this point in time, okay? I think it's a bit too volatile right now. It hasn't been moving well. Look at the US 30 even. The US 30, look at this. This is why I said I'm not trading the US 30. All right? Because it's not showing the same kind of movement. Now, what happens here is this becomes a setup for Friday. This becomes a setup for Friday. That if the dollar strengthens, we're going to see a much bigger move to the downside. And guess who's going to be waiting if that happens? Guess who's going to be waiting? Because I'm looking at the patterns. It's Wednesday today. So why is this move not bigger? Do you see the questions that I'm actually asking myself, guys? I'm asking myself the question, why are these moves not bigger? Why is gold going up the entire time? It clearly had to already come down. All right? It's overbought already. Look what happened when it was overbought at that area. Price came down. Look at that. Big sell off. Now it's at the same place, but it's not selling off. So I'm putting the pieces together that maybe Friday is the day. That's why I'm not becoming crazy about it and saying, listen, I need to get the sell. I need to get the sell. We need to start approaching it systematically. So S&P 500 is doing good at this point in time. You can see it's still pushing to the downside. I'm going to leave it to run just a little bit longer. Perhaps if it gets to this area, I'll then get out. All right, I'll then get out at 7716. Like I said, NAS, I'm going to leave this one alone. Look at the USD JPY. Merrill, remember earlier on, it came down. It came down here. And like I said to you, this one is still moving sideways. All right, so it did weaken a little bit, the USD JPY. And that's because of the oil price. So as the oil price gets up, which is what we had anticipated, because it broke through once and twice, so we're anticipating the oil price to push up, unless we get to the place where there is another announcement that happens at early hours of the morning and there's another gap and then oil all of a sudden opens up lower. Let's say it just opens up here. It means all these other setups are being impacted now. All of them. All right. And that's very, very, very important. All right. Now, what is crazy here, guys, is that the USD JPY is still stable. The NZD JPY is stable. The Euro JPY, you guys, is also still stable. Look at that. All of them are still stable. There's a very high chance that we could first get, even the CAD JPY is stable there for now. GBP Yen is stable there. You can see it. It's been moving up. And so we're going to wait and see how it, pushes to that specific area. The Euro USD, I got in with you guys right there, and it's been struggling. It's been struggling at that zone there. The GBP USD has been doing a little bit better, has come back in here, but there's still a struggle here. All right. So when the USD JPY moves up, all right, if we get a nice break here, we're going to start seeing these areas, but we need the oil price to start improving now. We need the oil price to start improving and moving back above these areas where it actually came from today. All right. This is the high of the oil price today, right there, $80 a barrel right there. So we're going to need $80 a barrel to be broken. either later tonight or perhaps tomorrow morning. If we can get the oil price broken, then we can see by the end of the week, we may just get a stronger dollar. We may just get a stronger dollar at the end of the week, which will then obviously from this angle spread and filter into these prices or these assets over here. I think that's going to be a very important one for us, guys. All right, look at this now. Look at that there. So right now, this guy says, okay, I got into the sell, but now price is correcting. Yes, impulse first low. Now we need a lower high. Now we need a lower high. Now, if you go down, you can see there's no blue line yet. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. Not there yet. It's only appeared now. So what I can do now is I can actually get out of this now. And I can wait for this to extend, all right? And I can get another sell in there. Unless price breaks this low here. Do you see that? So you can always look at it like this. Let me show you. So you see this zone here. Let me just get a rectangle. See that zone there? That was the last. This was the last low. Do you see that? That was the last low before we got that area. So if price comes and breaks below there, there's a higher probability we're going down further. Are you with me there? But if we get this now, look at this. See that low? You see this high here? That high, if it pushes and closes above that high, then it simply has more correction coming for that new lower high. Do you guys see that? Do you see that? So right now, there's nothing we can do. It's a waiting game. It's in between this low and that previous high over there. Do you see that? I'm not even looking at this high here, there, because it's already broken through. So the only way, remember that's a high now. So the only way for us to know that the correction is happening is if it returns and then creates a higher high. If it creates a higher high, I can actually get out. So look at that. So high, but why is it a high? Let me show you why it's a high. Do you see that? That area there, candle closed inside. So it creates a high. Now look at it. Now it's going up. If it creates a higher high here, you see that? If it creates a higher high, let's wait. Let's see. If it breaks and closes in there, I'm going to get out. And I'm going to wait. Look. Yes, I love it when this happens, guys. When we are doing this in real time. This is a 1 minute frame. I absolutely love it. Like, this really gets me going. Right now, we're still in between. Look. Still in between. It's still in between. It hasn't closed. It's going to touch it now. There. All right. Okay. So let's see. This is so good, guys. The actual real time 40. Look how it's rejecting there. See how it's rejecting? See? 36. Let's see if it closes. If it closes above, I'm going to get out. Then we're going to watch it together here, because this is actually learning in real time. 23 seconds. Look there. If it closes inside, there we go. 18, 15. All right. There it's above. Look. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Done. I'm out. All right. I'm waiting now. So I'm anticipating it to push up. Remember, now we're going to get a correction now. So now we need to get a correction now. Is everybody with me here, guys? Everybody with me? right. Is everybody with me here, guys? Is everybody tracking with me? Let me just make sure everybody's tracking. Quickly, guys, quickly let me know if you are tracking with me here. Just let me know quickly, guys. All right. All right. Look, 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 look. All right, I'm seeing it there now. Good. Look how it's pushing up, guys. And the great thing is, so now we're looking at, do you see this area here? If I go to a 2-minute, let's see. Are we together here, guys? Yeah. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm seeing it there. Great, great, great. Let's see now, guys. So now, remember, as it comes down, this was a high. Those were the highs. So when you're looking at that move to the downside, now you start looking at these lows here. Now I can get in again. I can wait for price. If it goes up, I can get in for another short, right? But if price breaks these lows here, if it breaks through these last lows down there, I can get in for another short. All right, let's watch it. Look how it's moving in between those zones. This is why I always speak about zones, traders. I always speak about zones because zones is where price reacts. It's come back to the same place where price broke through. So it's always about the zones. Euro USD, whilst that's happening, we're watching the other stuff as well. Gold is still there, okay. It's still okay. We are still okay. Look now, it's back, look. Coming back down again. Rejecting, playing around there. Look at that. Remember, it did not reject, it actually closed above. It closed above that area. It didn't reject. Every time it closed above. Look. Let's see if it goes up until that zone over there. Let's see. Whilst we're watching this one here, look at this. And Euro NZD, 1 minute frame. In here, correction, anticipating it to move up till they're already in. It came up. This is 1 minute now, guys. Look at my NZD CAD here, finally coming down. We discussed this morning, right there. So guys, the zones, you have to target the areas, the zones. That's what we're looking at here, okay? All right, it's staying put on that area. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let me ask the question, guys. Let me ask the question quickly. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Can you guys hear me there? Now, here's the question. Here is the question. Guys, sorry, can you... Okay, there we go. All right. So here is the question, okay? Does it look like I made the right choice to get in, to get out for now? Does it look like I made the right choice to actually get out for now? Guys, does it look like I made the look? Just look our price from here. Now I was already, now remember, I was inside already, and price has come up all the way from there. This is where we started watching it together. From here, we started watching it together, and it's already traveled all the way up. Do you see that? Okay. So now let's see here. Let's see if it continues to go to the upside. Okay. And then we're going to shift our attention to a possible drop now. Then we'll shift our attention to a drop. Let's see if it continues to go to the upside. Do you guys see how it has to reach? Almost as if it has to reach that area first, because we need to go and test it now. We need to go and test the zone here now. You see? Now let's see if it fails or not. Let's see if it fails. Let me see. Yeah, that's the zone. Let's see what it does here. So if it closes above here, there's an extension. So let's see if it rejects it. Look at that. Extension. There's the extension. And then I'm going to go and redo it. Okay, it's going up. I'm going to redo the lows now. I'm going to do the lows. Okay, so it's extended. Let's see now. Let's see the lows. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to find there, this is the one. Sorry guys, there it is there. You see this one, this low here? See that low there? If I can get a candle that's closing beneath this area here. So there's the 1 minute. Let's see if we get a close beneath here. Let's see. All right, got you Intel. We're watching. Do you see how it's still not? It seems like we still need to go a bit up. So I'm watching this area very, very closely. Right here. Yeah, we're still going up here, guys. We're first going up. This area here. We break there. Then we come back down. Look at that. Right there. If we break that low there. Look at that. Below this area. So guys, remember here, I'm watching now. I'm waiting for 7-7 because that's why I'm going to get in for the sell. I'm not even going to wait for the low here. I'm not waiting for this low. This low here. I'm going to get in here. Let's look at the other so long. Euro USD, nothing there, nothing there. Gold price, nothing here yet, guys. Everything is still, yeah, everything is still hanging around. There's nothing. Look at the USD JPY, look at that. So we're on the S&P, guys. I'm using this as a scalping tool here. Or I'm at least scalping to show you guys more or less. Look at this here. Look at that. Waiting for it now. There we go. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Guys, are you guys learning something here? Are you guys learning something here? I really hope so. I hope so. I hope you guys are taking a few notes there, yeah? Look at this. I'm on a 1 minute chart, guys. 1 minute chart. Looks like it wants to come down. Let's see. Let's see. Look at that. So we did extend. 7747. Look. Let's see. Let's see. So we are literally in between now, guys. We in between pushing further up, or we are coming down. I'm still waiting. Down to 7716. It's struggling though, guys. I think we may just... Okay, so this is where we at. Sorry guys, I'm just... There we go. So in between, we're struggling in between here. This area here and this area here. Look at that. So if it breaks above this area again, we could be extending one more time. But if it breaks below here, then I'm looking for the short there. Let's see. Euro USD, GBP USD coming down. I mean, they're looking nice. All of the others are looking good, guys. I mean, even the gold price here, guys. Looks like this is a pullback now. We could be coming down now. Look how it just retested that zone. Look at that. Yeah. Now, guys, you see this here. This is why scalping, man, if you don't have the patience for it, this honestly requires you to really just be patient. All right, because for the next couple of minutes we can just be moving here sideways. This genuinely, it can genuinely teach you so much patience. Just depends if you're willing to learn. And I'll be honest, not everybody is able to wait it out. It tested my zone there, 7751. Look at that, it touched it. Let's see if it breaks it. The other guys are also struggling, eh? Look at AUS 200, still isn't broken. See that? This could possibly move early hours of the morning. Look at that. It still is not broken, guys. Yes. I've been waiting for it. It's still, look at that. All of it is just moving sideways. All right, looks like we're breaking it first, guys, to go up further. So from here, I got out. So this area here, the moment we broke above, I said, I'm going to get out. And look, it went back into that zone there. So I go back to what I said in the beginning of the session. If you don't skill yourself to understand this type of movement, unfortunately, you'll just be waiting and you'll be like, I'm going to wait, but you don't really know why you're waiting. So I know I'm waiting for it to retest this zone, but it's moving up in stages. And what it's doing is it's allowing me to see and wait for my next entry point. So if I know that the reason why it extended there is because it broke these areas here, then I understand when my short will be. I'm going to say that again. If I understand why it went up, then I will be able to, discern when I can get in again. Look how it rejected at that point. Look at that. Let's see if it breaks and closes. If it actually goes up or down. We're waiting. We are together. We're seeing this together in real time. Real time, right here. Rejected right there at that place. Let's see if it breaks or not. what would be nice is if it can move very fast, but all right, 7 seconds. That's why I'm trading the minute frame, because it's easier to watch. 3, 1. All right, so we close beneath. Okay. You see how it closes there? Engulfs all of them. Let's see if it sustains. Bring up. Back in again. Getting a lot of buyers. All right, still there. Back in. A few more minutes, guys. Tug of war. I'm actually liking tonight a lot because we're in the detail now. Also, I want you to notice that if this is our place, remember, if it breaks below this area, that's why I'm going to go short. It looks like it's setting a lower high. If it breaks there, it's obviously not a lower high. Let's see. Okay, it's touching it again. Let's see if it goes above. Might just. Okay. Who would have thought, guys, all right, in these little candles sits so much money. In these little candles here sits so much money, right, Brett? That these candles makes people go crazy. Hey, Meryl, Tanya, Jules. In these candles, as these candles move, it makes people go nuts. And how people will afford, pay their time to these candles here. They pay all their attention to these candles here. They pay their energy. They sacrifice so much just to understand the movement of these candles here, so that they can access the money that we extract from them, which is a very interesting thing as well. Pay so much money to hear. I'm talking tens of thousands of rands, even dollars, just to hear someone talk about how these candles move so that they can get money from it, guys. It is a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing. How many prophets, self-made prophets there are in this space. All right, that they have the winning, the winnings is there, and it's advertised in that way, and then later on you got to pay for something, which is interesting, which I can't say I'm against, but because people have to sacrifice their time. They've obviously skilled themselves up, but other people disagree. Very interesting. Yeah, absolutely. The emotions that these candles bring out in a person is insane. I mean, people can lose a marriage because of this. Did you guys? There's people that can lose a marriage. Yep. Let's see what it does, guys. If we break here or if we go up. All right. Just another minute or so. Let's see. It's playing with us here now. So is the NAS. So is the US 30. So is the gold. It's really just not. Look how this one is moving sideways here. So 7741. This low here. So whilst it's running, let's look. Pushing up here. 1 minute frames. All 1 minute. This is a 1 minute frame. Okay, let's go back. Look at that now. Look how it's created a new low here. Yeah, we could be pushing up first. It's taking too long here. It's taking too long in this area. See that area? Look, it's staying inside yet, like it's gathering support. So look at that. And again, this is a zone, okay? This is a zone. Let's see if it breaks the zone. Break the zone, break the level. We come down. Because there's a lot of cash. You see these candles here? There's a lot. Look at that. There's a lot of volume here in the zone. So if it breaks it, and then it breaks the level, two or three minutes, guys. So this is all setups, guys. If I can maybe just say this, these are all setups that we're seeing for NFP. NFP is coming, so things are being set up. Many people are going in different directions. Pending orders are set. Even although it's Wednesday, there's guys that's already thinking of certain levels. Look at that now. Look at that. All right. So just to give you a round trip here, guys, I'm going to be waiting for 7741 now. If it breaks below there, that's my entry for another short. Right now, it seems like this pullback. Look at that. It actually closed exactly that zone. This is insane. Look at that. Look at the accuracy of price. So we are pushing up first, a little bit further, back into this area here. Looks like it. And then I'm going to wait then for price to validate here. But 7741, that's my zone right there. Price can break below that area. I want to get in for my another short, which will take me down to the zone. All right, 7652. That's where I'm aiming to go. So right now, all I'm seeing here, this is an impulse, and I'm seeing a pullback happen. So the fact that price has now gone up is just a pullback now, and I'm waiting then for that to happen. Do you guys see that? So every impulse has a pullback. Don't forget that. That should be ingrained into your subconscious here. Is everybody clear, guys? Embed that into your subconscious. Every impulse has a pullback. Choose if you're going to trade the pullback or if you're going to trade the impulse. That is something that you need to establish. It's all part of market structure. All right. I'll see you guys at 9:30 tomorrow. Sleep well. Don't put yourself under stress. If the trade is not there, like now, I'm not getting into gold. I'm leaving it alone. I'm in Euro USD. I'm in GBP USD. I've been in them. I've been waiting for them anyway. All right. But NAS, I'm not in there. US30, I'm not in there. Don't put unnecessary stress on yourself. All right. If there's no trade right now, tomorrow's another day. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 for the London Open or the London session. Have a good one. You guys were great tonight. We did very well. We did very, very well. I'll see you guys very soon. All right. Rest well, guys. Ashley Riviere. Ciao, ciao.